We do want to bring you breaking news out of New York City. A jury finding Senator Bob Menendez guilty in the federal bribery trial against him. He faces 36 years over what prosecutors described as a scheme to trade political favors for lavish gifts. This is the second time the New Jersey senator has faced federal corruption. The last time was 2017, and it ended in a mistrial. Menendez did not testify in his trial. For more, let's bring in our ABC News senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky, also our legal contributor at ABC, Brian Buckmeyer. All right, Aaron, walk us through what we've just learned.
Senator Menendez has been convicted as charged. He faced 16 counts in connection with what prosecutors called corruption on a massive scale. The powerful United States senator is now a convicted criminal. The jury took about 13 hours to deliberate the fate of the senator over the last 3 days, and they found him guilty of bribery, extortion, and of being a public official acting as a foreign agent. Kira, Menendez took bribes in exchange for taking official acts on behalf of a couple of New Jersey businessmen and on behalf of the governments of Egypt and Qatar. Once chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, he did those favors to other countries. And the FBI raided his house. They discovered gold bars and envelope after envelope of cash, wads of it in his boots, in his jacket, in his shoes, and it totaled nearly $500 million stuffed everywhere in that house, Kira.
I have to chuckle. I know it's a serious story, but we remember the images, those images becoming key evidence, Brian, the gold bars, the cash. I mean, it really was the scene out of a, Hulu special when we saw what investigators had found. So clearly, I don't think you're very surprised at this verdict. So Brian, we've got to talk about Menendez's wife, though, Nadine. She was also charged in the bribery scheme, but her trial was delayed so she could actually be treated for cancer. Let's talk about the verdict here. Could it impact her trial at all? And also, we can't forget the fact that Bob Menendez continually threw his wife under the bus, even as she's been going through cancer treatment, saying this was all her. But clearly, the jury didn't see that today.
Absolutely. So it always depends on the facts. But I would say the facts of this case, with Bob Menendez being convicted, it doesn't help Nadine because she was almost the fulcrum in this case, where the representatives from Qatar and Egypt kind of used their relationship with Nadine to then get to Bob Menendez. And so if the government has already proven that end result, getting to Bob Menendez for the favors and getting cash, is as a guilty verdict, then anything in between should also be guilty as well. A lot of the evidence in Bob Menendez's case also incriminates that of Nadine. Now, she may point the finger as well, but I think a major question is going to hurt her, that being, why would you influence the wife of a senator to get political favor if it wasn't ultimately to get to the husband? And so she, I think, appears to be the fulcrum in this all, at least in the government's eyes. And I think Bob's conviction does help the government in convicting her as well.
Aaron Katursky, Brian Buckmeyer, thank you so much for joining us kind of at the last minute there for the breaking news. We sure appreciate it.